The year is 200X. Robots are running amok and we need a savior. Who else to turn to? Mega Man, of course, and his latest adventure of Mega Man 2. This time he faces 8 new master robots with new powers and abilities tougher than the last. Will he be able to traverse these tough terrains? Only time will tell. As we choose different stages, each stage that we go through will have a tough terrain for Mega Man to tackle, and at the end of each stage is a robot master we have to battle in order to gain their abilities and to rescue the city from the clutches of Dr. Wily and his robots. Now imagine yourself as a child in 1988. This was a tough game. This was actually one of Nintendo's toughest games around, and this wasn't something that you can beat in a weekend. No, my friend, this was a game that we had to take our time to master, so that way we were able to beat it. But this time around we had help. Capcom had introduced the password system, so that way every time you beat a master robot, or every time you had used all your lives and died, a password would appear, and you would copy that password down, so that way your progress is technically saved when you came back from doing chores or having to turn off your Nintendo because you had to go somewhere. So why do I consider this one of my favorite games growing up? Well, because of the robots. They were all the rage back then, from the robots we saw on TV, to our toys, to our comic books. Everything was robots. They were everywhere. So Capcom had capitalized on this trend. He's got a cool nickname too, known as the Blue Bomber, or if you know him by his original name of Rockman. He was a demolition robot before he got converted to a fighting machine. This was just an awesome game. This was a game that had challenged our memory and our reactions to the fast-paced action that we had going on screen at the time. After battling and dying through 8 stages, putting the hurt on these robot bosses, we finally get to Dr. Wily's stage, the creme de la creme. Our battles have prepared us for the final confrontation. But before we get to him, we gotta go through 4 more stages. See, Wily wasn't gonna let us get to him that easily. There were 4 stages that we had to go through before we can actually get to him. This was including fighting all the master robots that we had just previously beaten in order to get to face off against the evil Dr. Wily himself. And with that, this has been another episode of the Era of Retro. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button so that way you get all this great content from us here at Permaglitch Gaming. Other than that, guys, you have a good one, and I'll see you soon.